I'm Kristin Finan, a travel writer, author, wife, and mom who journeys across the country finding the coolest weekend getaways. Traveling as a family isn't always easy, but it's always an adventure. So hold on to your strollers and get ready for a wild, family-friendly ride, because after all, love's a trip. When you start packing for your trip to Houston, Texas, you might want to toss some pants with an elastic waistband into your suitcase, because this city is known for having one of the best food scenes in the country. From Vietnamese sandwiches to juicy burgers to locally made craft beer, if you want it, you can find it here. Our culinary adventure began not in a glossy downtown restaurant, but at the back of a line in a grassy lot in the suburb of Pearland, where Killen's Barbecue will one day be.
At the beginning, nobody thought that people would actually line up for barbecue in Houston. And the very first day that we opened up, we had 240 people waiting in line, and we've continued to grow and grow. And it's just, for me, it's this great feeling to be able to do something that really nobody's ever been able to do in Houston. So.
That is perfect. It's moist, it's juicy, it like melts in your mouth. That's amazing. What is your process and your philosophy on barbecue?
I'll start it out where it's low, around 225 degrees, and what that happens is you're cooking, it allows the meat to come to temperature slower, which will give you a nice smoke ring, will give you this really pretty exterior, and then I like to increase the smoke, or as far as the heat, to around 300 for about 2 hours to really render the fat out of the brisket. That's pressing on it, but briskets are normally not like that.
One of the best things about coming here for barbecue, there's a keg of free Lone Star beer.
Well, my first probably 2 months that I was doing this, I was wearing a Franklin's Barbecue t-shirt. So, I'd have to say, to me, he's the benchmark. And, I'm not trying to be the best barbecue place in Pearland or the best in Houston. I'm just trying to be the best barbecue, period.
Stuff yourself at Killen's, but make sure to save room for dessert, because the Chocolate Bar, one of the sweetest places in the city, lies just down the road in Houston's West University area. Be warned, however, sharing here can be a challenge. How do you describe what it's like to walk into this place?
Walking into the Chocolate Bar is a feast for the senses. It's a visual feast, because everywhere you look there's either color or chocolate. I mean, people constantly walk around and point and say, look at that, chocolate-covered Pringles, chocolate pizza, things that they've never seen before or even imagined before. This is Texas Frito Brittle. It's one of our original creations, and it is Fritos, pretzels, and Texas pecans covered in chocolate, or we like to refer to it as crack, because it's hard to stop eating. And I would love for you to try some.
All right, this looks like a good one. Do you recommend getting, a little bit of all the taste?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. That's delicious. I didn't think it would work.
It works.
It totally works.
People love it.
Have there ever been any products that you all tried that kind of failed and didn't go over so well?
Not since I've been here. I understand there was a margarita ice cream that didn't go so well, but that's before my time.
Do you get comparisons to Willy Wonka?
All the time. Oh, you're Willy Wonka. Yeah, that's for sure. It's a feel-good place. I think that's the reason. And there's enough variety that you can come back hundreds of times and never have to have the same thing over and over again.
I love this place.
I love this place. Do you love this place? On the next Love the Trip, venture out into Houston's great outdoors.